we came across this on Twitter. And just another reminder that Darren McCarty, while known as an enforcer, known as the fighter, all of those types of things, he's the people's champion. But as it turns out, and we saw this yesterday, Matthew Barnaby tweeted this, said, going through picks for the book, and this made it, Darren McCarty threw bombs. 28 stitches, 4 cuts in my mouth later. Great dude, though. I love how he followed it up with the great dude, though, on the end. And D-Mac, you and I got to talking about that before we went on the air. You were the people's champion for some of the fights that you had, but it turns out you're some of the NHL players' champions as well.
I just realized, and this was one of my favorite fights because I got there. Yeah, and I love Matthew Barnaby, the great whatever, but he's an agitator, so he would be the Brad Marchand of this era. So much.
Tammy would love him.
What's that?
So Tammy would love him.
Oh, absolutely. But I beat the living crap out of him, which I would do to Marchand too if I played today. I would guarantee that. But the fact that I got, because Barnaby, was one of those agitator guys and stuff, and he would fight and stuff like that, but you never really could get him, right? Like that's one of the times that
you're talking about like a punch, right?
Like I'm talking like a punch and stuff like this, and just he was always tenacious, and he's tough as heck. And you got to remember, he's not as big. He's probably like 6 foot, but maybe like 180, 190 pounds. There's a lot of these guys that were tough, but between him, right? So guys hated him across the league, and then Lemieux and stuff like that. So I was just thinking about that this morning when that came across. It was like, oh man, I got a couple of these guys. So the people.
So you're the league's champion. You're the NHL's champion too.
For the guys across the way, I don't know if anybody saw it this morning. I mentioned we were at Jennifer Hammond, our friend of Fox 2, had a little blurb about the Wahlberg golf outing, and Jeremy Roenick and I. There was a little clip on the TV talking about how we love playing against each other and stuff like this, but played hard, and that's the hockey mentality. You guys aren't right,
dude. D-Mac, you sent me that, and we got to talking about it, and I continue to be. I'll never not be amazed. You guys in hockey, in the NHL, you guys do that. Can you put that picture back up of Barnaby fighting D-Mac? I want you guys to see this and look at this. Look at this, what they're doing to each other right there. And if they cross paths in the concourse of the arena after the game, they'll start talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like ask about golf or your family or stuff like that. There's nothing fake about that. Look at that. Yeah. Look at what they're trying to do to each other.
Listen,
that's why hockey's so great.
Let me take you behind.
They step off the ice and everything's fine. I'll never understand it.
Take it behind the scenes the way that it used to be, like in the 90s or wherever, when you travel on the road and after the game, you go out to the bar or whatever like this, and you'd have both teams in there and stuff like that, and it'd be after the fight, it'd be like looking, oh yeah, you got me here, oh exactly. we would talk about, oh okay, and you'd have conversations with other guys if they just fought a different guy. Oh yeah, it's sort of this weird,
like we would if we got done playing golf.
Respect,
yeah,
exactly.
Like if we done playing golf. Remember on 17, you hit that shot. I thought you had it there.
Absolutely.
So you'll talk about a fight that you just had with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Where you literally have stitches in your face.
That's the respect, right? That's the respect when it goes to that. That's where you see that the respect.